All right, hey church family, Josh and Steve here. Hopefully you know us by now, but we are glad to be with you today. We just wanted to come to you, church, and encourage you. We know we are in the middle of a transition time, and we wanted to let you know that we are here actively seeking the Lord, and we are looking for God's direction as we know you are. And here's the cool part is we know that God is a God who's doing a new work all the time. In Isaiah, he brings a point where he says, remember all the times I brought you through out of the wilderness and into the promised land. And he brought them through across the Red Sea. And when he did all of these things, all along the way, God had a plan and he was moving things forward. And we know he's doing the same thing here at Mount Vernon. And so as we're in the middle of a transition, we know that God is in the middle of our midst. And so we want to continue to rely on him. But we wanted to let you know that we are here for you and we want to serve you.
Yes.
And so Steve and I have been talking a little bit, and Steve has a couple of things he wants to share with you as well.
Yeah, I sat there this afternoon and was pondering all of this and wrote down a few things so that I could keep them in my mind. But God is still with us. He hasn't left us. He doesn't leave us just voidless, but he is with us. He is here. He has a direction for us. He's in control. We've always had a direction as a church to know God and also to make him known. Which is very important, because to know God means that we come together as a church. We are involved in Bible study. We're in here each Sunday. We're listening to the Word of God. That's to grow us into the likeness of Christ and to be more like him. But to make him known, we're to go out into the community and meet needs. You know, sometimes it's evangelism. Sometimes it's encouraging someone. But we are to be out in our community making a difference. And the other thing is, God has a plan, and it's always good. You know, Romans 8:28 talks about that, where God, He's got a plan for us. It's good for those who are called according to his purpose. And we are his children. And he's not going to leave us void without help. And so we can trust him. The other thing I want you to understand is this. We've got ministries in this church. They will go on. And what a better time for them to actually prosper. And we're coming out of the pandemic. We've been to a place where we haven't seen anybody, some people in over a year. But now they're coming back. The choir, we had 22 last night. We had 9 in children's choir. That's amazing over the past just 2 weeks. People are coming back. I've got other people that are going to come back later. So they're excited actually to come back. So this is a great time for the church to actually come together. Now, Josh and I have discussed together a few things. And one of those things is this. We want to make ourselves available to you.
That's right.
We have so many people that are out there that have so many different needs. Maybe you just need somebody to listen to you. You want to bounce something off of us. We're here. If you need to come and us pray for you in some way, we're here to do that. If we need to go make a visit, we're here to do that. Whatever it is that would meet your needs, we want to try to be there for you guys.
That's right. We know that a lot of you's first contact was Brother John, and it's going to take a little time as we get used to that transition. But I tell you, me and Steve, we think we're pretty good substitutes. But we would love to help you. If you have a loved one that's going into the hospital and you need prayer for them, let us know. And I tell you what, Amanda and Wendy in the office do a great job. So if you want to call those ladies Monday through Friday and let them know of your need, they'll be sure it's published in the prayer guide for Wednesday night, but they'll also make sure that Steve and I know and are able to be there for you. Now, we've kept saying that God has a plan, and part of that plan requires us to let you know what's going on here at the church. So I want to remind you that we already have a interim pastor search committee that has been formed, and they are diligently working to make sure that we have an interim in the short term here. But even coming up next Wednesday during the regularly scheduled business meeting, the nominating committee will present the candidates to be on the pastor search committee. And as soon as that is approved by the church, that committee will begin working to interview candidates, get resumes, and begin the process of finding the next pastor here at Mount Vernon. But in the meantime, I don't want you to feel like there is no one here that cares for you, because there's one thing I know is that
We do.
we love you very much, and we are glad you are a part of our family here. So we look forward to seeing you this Sunday, which is Mother's Day. I'm going to give you one more reminder, dads. And also, I want to let you know that at Moms, all ladies, let me correct that, all ladies, as you come in the education building, in the Family Life Center, and in the children's department, we're going to have stations set up with muffins specifically for you. And so, dads, eat breakfast. Moms, save room for the muffins. We'll talk to you soon.
Love you.